Josh Green here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by top trainer, Mr. Mark Tibbs. How are we doing today, Mark?
Lovely, Josh. Not too bad, mate. I'm in Texas in the USA, and got a few days still here, and looking forward to come back to the UK for sure. Though very, very, very hot here. Hot spiders. I've been bit 1,000 times all around my legs. But listen, it's all good.
Yeah, working with some of your team out there. You say Joel Bartel's out there, John Edges. Good to get them some experience out in the US.
Yeah, we've been working out the Main Street gym here in Texas, and very, very hot, humid. I've been here before with El Brook, and it's very, very, very warm here. But they've got some fantastic sparring. John Hedges is turning corners. He needs to. He's stepping up in fights very, very soon, which we're going to be announced. And so is Joel Bartel. He's getting ready for Jordan Reynolds on the 6th of July at the O2 Indigo. So, yeah, he's getting some quality, very good experience work here. Both of them are.
You've obviously got Giorgio Vizioli out on Saturday night in Leeds. Big opportunities for him stepping up. He's been impressive in his opening two performances in his pro career. Exciting times for him.
Well, yeah, he's so far, he's had a great start to his professional career. He's put the two guys away in emphatic fashion, and he's really is the talk of the town. And Saturday, I've just been looking at his opponent. He will give him some rounds, I believe, and he's got to embrace them rounds and box out Fox, do what he does best. And who knows? We might get a copy and paste a third time. But listen, this guy's going to give him a few rounds. He's a good opponent, and he's coming on wonders, Giorgio Vizioli. Yeah.
Is he sort of doing everything you would expect and everything you hope a prospect would do in their early stages? Is this sort of what you would want in a perfect world, what he's doing at the moment?
He's exceeding. He's exceeding. He's exceeding because he's such a diligent young professional. He's on point with his food. He's on point with his training. He's not afraid to spar with the best, and he's got a very, very exciting future. Giorgio has, yeah.
I'll get your thoughts on the main event on Saturday night as well. Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor, a real grudge match. 2 years in the making. We've been waiting for that rematch. How do you see it going second time around?
Do you know what? I can't wait. I've just looked at the press conference, and it's a brilliant fight. No titles on the line, but what a fight! What a fight that is going to be. The fans are going to be the winners. Do you know what I mean? The fans are going to be the winners for sure. And but Catterall is I'm sure he's a favourite, right? Yeah.
I haven't actually checked the odds. I would imagine so.
Yeah. But no, I can't wait for it, and just looking forward to my guy Vizioli though.
Yeah.
My focus is on him. Yeah.
Big news surrounding Johnny Fisher as well. Announced to be fighting Alen Babic in early July. A big step up from everybody I've seen that's made a comment on that fight. It's a huge step up for Johnny Fisher, and against somebody who has a real reputation, not just in the heavyweight division. He's obviously fought in the bridgerweight division as well. How much of a step up do you see it as for Johnny?
Well, I believe it's a great fight for Johnny Fisher right now. I mean, I was presented with some opponents that I couldn't see that was very, very attractive to the boxing fans, to us ourselves, as what I feel that Johnny's going to achieve in boxing. And I just thought of Alen. I know Alen really well because I worked with him with Dillian White when Dillian brought him over for a fight, for sparring. So, I just feel that, regarding Johnny Fisher and Alen Babic, yeah, great fight for the fans and great fight for Johnny. I really believe that is, and I really have got the buzz for this fight. I know Alen really well, and I know what Johnny has to do to control him. And yeah, I believe we'll put him away. But yeah, looking forward to that for sure.
What other names were put to you as potential opponents for Johnny?
Well, there was some Americans that I feel that were really a little bit past it, in my opinion, and it wasn't very attractive to the British public. And I just feel that this fight will Alen will come and bring it and present himself, and it'll work out well for Johnny Fisher, in my opinion. It was a no-brainer, and you know what, I'm excited that everyone's collaborated and got it down, got it down on paper really quick. So brilliant fight.
In Johnny's relatively short professional career, we've seen him get the job done in the early rounds fairly often, you would have to say. Against Alen Babic, he's going to be someone that's been putting the pressure on straight from the first round. Is this the sort of fight where we could learn more and more about Johnny if it does go into the later rounds?
Yeah, for sure. Listen, I know what Johnny Fisher's made of. Yeah, and Alan's he's a more of a mature man, but I can't explain to you how I know what I know, but I know what to do with Alen Babic for sure. And Johnny Fisher's made of the right stuff, and he's going to learn a lot about himself on the 6th of July, Johnny. But he's going to grow from this fight, and yeah, he's just got to sit in that corner, listen, and allow us to navigate him through that fight, and in a professional manner. Very professional, Johnny Fisher, extremely professional. He's took himself out to America, Texas. Actually, I was here with him a couple of weeks ago. Watched him spar with what's his name? Who's fighting Dubois? Hrgovic. So I was over here with Elbrook on some business, and I watched a sparring session with him and Hrgovic, and doing great technical stuff. But listen, Johnny's getting technical, and he can get down and dirty with the rough stuff, with the street stuff, and he's a strong individual, Johnny Fisher, but cute as well, getting cute as well. So yeah, going to be a good fight. Listen, we can't overlook Alen Babic. But listen, there's only one savage on the 6th. That's Johnny Fisher. And listen, after Johnny Fisher, if Packy wants to have a go with us with his southpaw, I'm up and down for that as well.
Lovely. That's what we like to hear, Mark.
Yeah.
You mentioned that Hrgovic spar. Talk to me about how that went, because Johnny's obviously fighting somebody who's right at the top of that world level at the moment. We hope's fighting. Well, some hope somebody's fighting for the IBF title against Dubois. What can that bring to Johnny's arsenal in a spar with someone like Hrgovic?
Well, Hrgovic, he's got a wealth of amateur and professional experience compared with Johnny Fisher. So listen, Johnny Fisher would have felt the depths in that spar, and that is something you cannot teach. Yeah, I mean, I've got my young couple of guys over, Joel Bartel and Johnny Hedges over here, and they've been in some good sparring with some guys that have been world champions, and listen, you can tell them and teach them everything about boxing, but until they've been in with someone with a wealth of experience, they will never understand it until they've felt it. Yeah, so that is what Johnny Fisher is been doing. He's been getting seasoning sparring around the world with the likes of Hrgovic and Joyce and Daniel Dubois. Even he's done rounds with Daniel and Dereck Chisora. He's been in with him guys. Yeah.
couple of names you mentioned there, Joyce and Dereck Chisora, now signed to fight at the O2 Arena. I think it's been a while since we've seen Dereck. It's been a while since we've seen Joyce. He obviously got that win over Cash Ali. How do you see that fight going? And is there a way out for the loser? Where does the loser go in that fight?
No, it's very, very. There's not not a lot, no place to go. I feel for the loser, and I feel that is a really, really good fight, fantastic fight, and yeah, Derek's going to bring it. You know, I believe, and yeah, up until Joyce got knocked out, or yeah, by Zhang and Parker. You know, Parker's fight. I felt he was unstoppable, Joyce, but you know, he's been cracked now, so it will be interesting against Dereck Chisora. Great fight, brilliant fight.
There are a lot of people out there that believe Chisora probably should have called it a day by now. He's obviously been in a lot of wars. Do you sympathise with that point?
Yeah, I do. You know, I myself would have liked us in Del Boy turned in a little while ago, but he's still there. He's still entertaining and still making money. So good luck to him. But you know, let's hope it's not one too many, as they say.
Final thing I'd like to get your thoughts on is last Saturday, undisputed 25 years in the making, Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. A lot of people said it might be a chess match. It might be even a little bit boring. Certainly wasn't that way, was it, Mark?
No, it was a great fight. I was a bit frustrated for Tyson because he wasn't getting the straight right hand off, and for me, around fourth or fifth, I was a little bit frustrated. I thought, if you don't get that straight right hand off as a taller and bigger man, yeah, he was getting the right uppercut off and landing it, but the straight one always beats the hooks. Straight one, especially if you're bigger and longer. So I was a bit frustrated for Tyson Fury that he didn't get that right hand off as quick as he should have done, the straight one, and Usyk did. He got his left, being a southpaw, he got his long left cross off. As soon as he dinged Tyson with that one, I thought, oh my God, it could go downhill for Tyson now. And obviously that big round that Usyk had was you know, edged the fight, but Tyson needed that last round. He needed a big last round to get the win. But you know, I felt he was coasting. He was coasting it, and he was coasting it. It wasn't easy, but he didn't. For me, he didn't get the straight right hand off enough. And you know, he didn't get it off. Usyk got his own backhand off first and built on that. Yeah.
You say about Tyson coasting, especially in those last couple of rounds. In his post-fight interview, he said that his team had told him he was winning the fight and he just needed to box and stay long for those last two rounds. It seemed like he was getting mixed messages from the corner. Is that something you think he maybe needs to change into the rematch?
Yeah, well, definitely. You know, it's not. I think he should change. He's got to be there's got to be one voice in the corner. It's paramount. One voice. And when you're in between rounds, it's okay to discuss, but there should be one voice only. Otherwise, you know, big situations like that, mixed messages, and you know, that's frustrating. You know, I've had it myself many times, and I've told people in my corner many times. They don't like it, but listen, there's a place. There's a place for everyone in that corner that respect the navigator in charge, and that's the trainer.
It's obviously a big decision for Tyson. John Fury's been someone that's been there with him for the majority of his career. He's obviously got an emotional connection with him, being his father. Is it difficult when you've got two very respected trainers in Andy Lee and Sugarhill Stewart, and then you've got somebody who's maybe not got the training experience, but they've got a different connection with Tyson than Sugar and Andy Lee would have had.
Yeah, it would have been very, very frustrating, I feel, for Sugarhill, being the father. You know, he's his father, his blood. Yeah, I mean, he knows him better than all of us trainers. But in that boxing environment, in that gym, Sugarhill knows Tyson better than all of them. Trust me.
For the rematch, what do you think Tyson has to do differently from a tactical standpoint? Is there anything you'd like to see him do differently?
Yeah, I'd like to see him put that front hand in his face and followed by the backhand. You know what I mean? The straight backhand. Then do the leaning on stuff which he did with Wilder. You know, with Wilder, lean on him a bit more, push off him, not fight Usyk's fight so much. To fight, you know, to act like the bigger man and you know, get that straight right hand off, that front hand, disguise it and occupy him, crunch him with the long right hand, crunch him before he brings it up. You know what I'm saying? Come round the side with it, just right hand crazy, man. Left foot on the outside, crunch. Easier said than done, but listen, that is the key, mate. The right hand with the southpaws. He knows that anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Well, Mark, it's always a pleasure chatting and getting the insight from yourself. Best of luck to Giorgio this weekend and Johnny when the fight rolls around. And yeah, hope to catch up soon again, mate.
Thanks, Josh. All the best, my friend. Take care. Speak soon.